Hello friends, this will be tutorial number 71 in this C++ programming language course. In this tutorial we will talk about HashMap. This is a type of collection. It can be similar with vector, but there is one key difference. In the HashMap we have the keys and the values, and here we have one simple hello world application. But before we continue, I want to tell you, before we start with this, we need to enable in our compiler C++ 17 standard library into the program. Without this standard library, our program HashMap will not work. So before you start with this tutorial, with this lesson, enable C++ 17 standard library into your code blocks compiler. I already explained this in the previous tutorial, but maybe if you are not watching these tutorials in order, or some of you are watching this tutorial about HashMap only, didn't watch my previous tutorial, make sure that C++ standard library is turned on. We have simple hello world program. We will delete this, we don't need this. And we need to include a map can be ordered and unordered. I will explain the difference. We can include both of them, unordered, and we can include also ordered map. It's only a map. I will explain the difference between these two later. And now we need to create one map. For example, we can create an ordered map, and for the map, it doesn't matter if it is unordered or ordered. We need to have the key and the value. The keys, it can be data, it can be string, integer, float, double, boolean, and in this case we will have a map of cars. We will have car brands and their prices, for example, and the key will be string. It will be a car brands, and the values can be integer, will be prices. The name of the map will be cars. We're working with strings. We will also include a string from C++ library. And now we need to add some data in this map. And how we gonna do this? First we need name of the map. It's a cars, an ordered map, and we need square brackets. Into the square brackets we will type a key. The key is a string, and it will be a car brands. For example, it will be BMW. It's a key, and we will type equals, and equals here we will type for example, in this case it will be a price of the car, and it will be the value of the map. In this case this is an integer, and we will type 5000, for example. And this means that we add this BMW into the map, and we will also add some more cars in the map. I will use copy and paste. We can add 6 cars in the map. have an Audi, it will cost, for example, 9,000. We will have Fiat 1,500, Yugo, it will be 500, for example. Acura, it will be most expensive, for example 25,000, and Ford, it will be 3,500. We add 6 cars in this unordered map of cars. These are the keys. The car brands are the keys. As you can see, a string is a key, and this integer, which is prices, are the values. And now we want to know how many cars we have in the map, and the same thing with a map and with a vector. We already know how to work with vectors. They have a size, and we will type one sentence. There are, and we will type a map name cars dot size. In the map. And this will only show us size of the map. We add six cars in the map, and now let's try to build and run this program. And we have one sentence. There are 6 in the map. I forgot cars. Now let's run again. There are 6 cars in the map, which is okay. We added 6 cars, and here they are. And now I want to explain you one thing about keys and the values. These are the keys. The keys are unique. For example, we cannot have the same keys in the map, and the values, for example, we can type the value, the price, for example, in this case 5,000 to all cars. It's normal. We can have the same values, but we cannot have the same keys in the map. First, let's print this. Let's print this map completely. To print full map, we need to use iterators. We already know how to use iterators. I explained in the previous tutorial. We will create. We need the iterator for an unordered map with key string and the value integer. Let's create unordered map. String will be the key and integer will be the value. And we need to type 2 dots 2 times, and we will type iterator. And we need a name of iterator. It will be ITR. And now we will use this iterator to print this. It will be a pointer to this map of cars. Of course, it needs to be the same. Of course, we can have for a map, we can have key can be string, and also value can be string, or integer can be the key and the value can be string. We can combine the we can create a map on the way that we want. In this case we have our key is a string and integer and is a value, and if we have this type of map, the iterator needs to be the same, an ordered map with the key of string and the value of the integer. Now we will need a for loop for itr equals to cars dot begin. Another condition will be itr not equals to cars dot end, and itr plus plus. But before we print this map, we will create one sentence: car and price, to look better. And line, I will use /n here, and I can also use /n here. And now let's go to print this map. We need to print, first we want to print a car brand. In this map the car brand is a string, it's a key. To print the key we need to use itr, and we need to use like this, like for this keyword. We will use first itr first. It will print us the key of the map. And let's use one slash. And now we want to print the value. To print the value we will type itr second. This will print the value of the map. And line, and now we can see this means that this itr will iterate over this map of cars, and it will print us all the elements of the map with the keys and with the values. Now let's build and run to see if everything will work properly. As you can see, here it is. There are 6 cars in the map. We have a car and the price. We have a Ford, Fiat, Acura, Audi, BMW and the Yugo. Of course, the one thing I will, as you can see, the values in the elements in the map are not printed in that order like we added them to the map, and this is the characteristic of the unordered map. It will not be printed with the same way as we added in the map. If we wanted, if we want to order this map, for example, if we are using ordered map, it will the map will be ordered by, in this case, with the keys, for example, and we can try to see how it will gonna look like. For example, instead of I can just type a comment. We have first I will, and I can copy this. It's commented and copied. Okay, we have an ordered map, but instead of unordered, it will be only a map. And now if I try to run this program, I will get an error. And why I get error? What is the difference? We have a map with the key string and the value integer cars, and we have this iterator ITR, but this iterator is made for an ordered map. If we want to iterate over this over the map, we need also iterator for the map. It cannot be a iterator for an ordered map. And I will just copy this, I will paste it, I will comment the first one, and here I will just use a map. And this will be iterator for the ordered map. And now we can try to build and run this program. As you can see, now the cars are ordered, not on the same way as we added them in the map, but they are ordered by the keys. As you can see, A, B, F, they are ordered alphabetical by the keys. And now this map is ordered. Now you know the difference between ordered and unordered map, and now I can comment this and I will uncomment unordered map again. In this case we will use unordered map. Now I will print and it will be unordered again. I really hope that you are understanding the difference between ordered and unordered map. And I already told you we cannot have the same keys in the map. And what will happen if I add one more car? For example, I will add cars, and it will be Ford, and it will be 4,500. The keys are unique, and we cannot have the same key in one map. And what will happen? For example, now we will not have 7 cars. We will still have 6 cars in the map. But the only difference is that this value will be overridden. Now the value will not be 3,500 anymore. It will be 4,500. Now let's run this program again. As you can see, Ford has we still have 6 cars in the map, and now the difference is Ford has a value, the price of 4,500. This means maybe this is not the best example for this, but I wanted to explain you. In this case, we will not have the same brand in the map, just only in this case. And of course, we can have the same values. All of cars can have the price, for example, 5,000. Values are not important, but keys are unique. It is important for you to remember for the maps. And now, if we want to look for the key, we want to check, for example, if some key is present in the map. For example, we want to see if this map of cars contains Fiat, for example. How are we gonna do that? We need to write control statement if. We need the name of the map, cars, and we will use find function, find, and we have these brackets, and inside the brackets we need to type a key. In this case we will type Fiat. We want to see if Fiat is in the map, and we need to write not equals to cars dot end. This means that it will iterate over map of cars, and it will try to find the key Fiat. And for example, if this condition is good, that means that Fiat is present in the map. We will write a sentence. Let's start with /n. There is a Fiat in the map. And if this condition is not true, we will have one else statement. And we will write a sentence. /n. There is no Fiat in the map. Okay. The statement should be there is a Fiat in the map because we added Fiat in the map. But let's see if program will work properly. Just a second, we have an error because I forgot the brackets here on the end. Let's run again. Okay, there are 6 cars in the map. We have printed our map with current price, and here is the sentence: there is a Fiat in the map. Of course, because our map contains key Fiat. Of course, if we are typing we type Volkswagen and we don't have Volkswagen in the map, the statement will be vice versa. But also, we can also delete some keys, some elements from the map. How are we gonna do that? We will do it here before these sentences. For example, let's delete Fiat from the map. We will erase it from the map. How we gonna do this? We will just use cars dot erase. We have a erase function, and in the brackets we will type the name of the key. In this case it will be Fiat, and this should erase Fiat from the map. And all of this sentence, we will not have 6 cars in the, we will erase Fiat, it will not exist anymore. We should have only 5 cars in the map, and Fiat should not be in the map, and we should have this statement. Now let's build and run to see if it will work properly. As you can see, there are 5 cars in the map. As you can see, Ford, Acura, Audi, BMW and Yugo. There is no Fiat because we erased Fiat from the map. And as you can see, the statement, there is no Fiat in the map. Pretty much simple. I really hope that you understand this. And of course, if we want to add the Fiat again, or we can comment this after this statement, for example. If we add Fiat again, 1,500. Let's try to run this. We added Fiat again in the map. As you can see, it's present. Here it is. We have 6 cars, Fiat is present, and there is a Fiat in the map. This works pretty much simple. And of course, we can do some more things about map. For example, we want to find the most expensive and the cheapest car in the map. And how we're gonna do this? We will do it in the similar way like we did with vectors, but in this case It's not too much different between we already did this in object-oriented programming. We will do in the similar way, but we will use, of course, iterators. And we need to create two strings. String, it will be cheapest car. Will be an empty string. It will be one simple global variable. Another variable will be string, and it will be most expensive car. We will initialize it as an empty string too, and we need a price. We want to find the cheapest car. We need a price of the cheapest car. It will be a variable will be price minimum will be equals to 0, and we also want to find most expensive car. We'll have one variable, price maximum equals to 0. And now we will need to iterate over the map again. We will use this iterator that we already created. Let's use for loop. For itr equals to cars dot begin, itr not equals to cars dot end, and itr plus plus. Now we will need condition to find the cheapest car. We will need if statement. If we will use this price minimum, and let me open two brackets. Price minimum equals to 0, or we need to open the brackets again. Price minimum is greater than, in this map, the values, the prices are the values, and we need to use itr second. And we will write price minimum will be equals to itr second. And with this we will find the minimum price in the minimum value in the map, and also we can define the cheapest car. Cheapest car will be equals to itr first, because itr first is the key of the map. And with this we found the cheapest car and the price of the cheapest car. And in the same for loop we can also find, with another if statement, we can find the most expensive car. And we will need a condition if price maximum is lesser than itr second. Price maximum will be equals to itr second. And now we can redefine the most expensive car. Most expensive car will be equals to itr first. Okay, now we found all of these four variables, and now we just need to print them. We need to get out from this for this for loop, and we will just write two sentences /n, and we will write the cheapest car is, and we will use the variable cheapest car semicolon, and in the same line we will write it costs, and we will write price minimum. We can type, for example, euros, and end line. The same thing we will need for the most expensive car. Let's write another sentence. The most expensive car is, and we will need a variable, most expensive car, and we will write it costs. We will use price maximum and euro as the text. Okay, and now we will see if our program will work properly. Let's build and run to see if maybe we will have some errors. Okay, we have our cars and prices. There is a Fiat in the map, okay, as we already know. The cheapest car is Yugo and it costs 500 euros, which is perfectly fine. And the most expensive car is Acura and it costs 25,000 euros. It works perfectly fine. Maybe the Yugo is the cheapest, but it doesn't mean that it's not a good car. Yugo is a good car. I learned to drive with Yugo, and I hope that you have a good experience with Yugo too. Okay, and to we can also check if it works properly. But for example, we can change the values. We can override some, or change or override some values to see if this works properly. For example, I can the Yugo is the cheapest car. For example, I can add the Fiat again. Fiat again. We already have the Fiat in the map, but we will give it other value. For example, 300. And we can try to build and run our program again. Now Fiat should be the cheapest car with price of 300 euros. We will see if it will work properly. As you can see, it works properly. The cheapest car is Fiat. It costs 300 euros. Of course, we still have 6 cars. We just added the key Fiat again, but we already have a Fiat the key in the map. We just override the value of the Fiat, and now it's 300 and Fiat is the cheapest car. The same thing we can do with Audi. Now I will show you. Cars, we can add the key Audi again. It will just override the value. Now it will be 27,000. And if we run this program again, as you can see, now Audi is, we have still 6 cars. We just override the value of the Audi. Now it is 27,000 and it is most expensive car. As you can see, the most expensive car is Audi and it costs 27,000 euros. This means that this program works perfectly fine. Okay. I really hope that you understand this, and if you like this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. You will have the link in the description, and I will see you in the next tutorial.